Okay, we're gonna try this again. Same shirt as yesterday. I wasn't planning on talking about this, but my hair is so dirty and oily, and I just keep like, I don't know, I have this clean dry shampoo from Primally Pure, and I just kind of like blow dry it and swirl it around. And it's so funny because people have been telling me how radiant I look, and I'm seriously like, oh my gosh, I'm re-wearing the same clothes and I haven't washed my hair. But lip gloss makes everything better. So I'm gonna put some lip gloss on. Put some lip gloss on. And this is where it's like, there, that's better. Radiance comes from within. Radiance is our aura, it's our authentic expression, right? It comes out of us. It permeates from our being, literally from our cells. And so it's almost laughable when I'm sitting here like, oh my gosh, did I even shower today? And I'm getting all of these. You saw I posted a selfie yesterday and I was wearing this shirt. I'm wrapping up my day. It was a full day of connection calls. Normally Thursdays are pretty chill for me, but it felt, now I'm actually really starting to think that this isn't working because it was trying to reconnect, but I'm in full trust here. So I just got off a call with a sister, and she's a new sister in my life, and the conversation came up around, oh, I don't mix spirituality and money. And I'm sitting here like, what? Why? And I realize, right, to me, it's like, I see it with a lot of artists. I see it with, right, it's like artists, creatives. I see it a lot in like the yoga community, the healer community, the spiritual community. Like, I can't receive from being a conduit for the divine. Like, what? That is like the furthest thing from, like from the truth if we actually really think about it. And it feels really important. I see Nicole watching. She was on the call too. And so if we truly believe in oneness, which I know if you're in this community, you do. You know and believe in no separation, in oneness, in unity. So how can we possibly not create separation if we're separating like, I don't get to earn money or earn abundance or be in the receiving or giving end of an energetic exchange around spirituality? Because what I was shown from my guides is there is absolutely no separation. And the example, what my guides were actually teaching me in the moment, and it came up again on this call, is like, because what I'm realizing is when I'm connecting with my guides, it's usually what it does is it's actually showing up in my life as a thematic, showing up for me to be able to move through it, to be able to observe, be in the awareness, and then be able to be in the practice of it, and then be able to digest it and give it back to you all. So a lot of what I'm teaching and sharing with you is like many days, weeks, months of my own integration and incarnation of it. And so it actually started with my husband. As my spiritual practice started to deepen, I started to feel like, oh my gosh, like my husband doesn't have a spiritual practice. Like, we didn't have spiritual practices when we first met. And oh my gosh, I'm doing all of this spiritual work. And oh my gosh, like, I feel like I'm going to leave him behind. And I feel like I can't connect with him on this level. And what was I doing? I was creating separation. I was actually the catalyst, and I was actually the one that was creating separation from my husband, not him. Because I felt different. Because I, in a way, felt better than. In a way, felt more expansive. In a way, felt like, oh, I'm better than you. In a way, felt like, oh, I'm different than you. In a way, felt like you can't relate to me. And what was I doing? I was actually creating division between my husband and myself, between my spiritual self and my human self, between my higher self and my grounded self. Me, the woman, me, the wife, me, the dog mom, me, the entrepreneur. And that was the first time that it actually came through around holy cow, where else am I creating separation in my life? Like, where else am I not fully being in the awareness of spirituality is everywhere. Spirituality is, to me, walking in unconditional love. Me truly believing that I am the co-creator of my life, that I am a facet of God, I am a facet of the Creator, I am a facet of the divine, I am a conduit for the divine. I am the divine in action. I am a fractal of this earth. I am shadow, I am light, I am good, I am bad, I am everything in between. And so that was the first thematic around, okay, I am not just spiritual in my women's circles. I am just not spiritual in my coaching. I am spiritual when I wake up in the morning, when I'm in my garden, when I'm walking my dog, when I'm with my husband, when I'm having conversations with friends, when I'm going to lunch with my mom, when I'm going to play and visit my nephew Preston. And so this is an opportunity to notice, where are we creating separation and divisiveness in our lives? And this came up around money. Money is a form of energetic exchange. Everything is energy. It is one avenue of generating abundance, wealth. We can have an abundance of love. We can have an abundance of money. We can have an abundance of relationships. We can have an abundance of desires. We can have an abundance of fun. And it feels really important to share that there is no separation. So if we can truly hold that we are spiritual beings having a human experience, then there is no separation from, for example, if you go to church, like you at church should not be any different than you watching a movie with your family, which should be no different than you earning the money that you deserve in order to feel nourished, in order to live your dream life, in order to go on the trips that you want to go on with your family, save for the college funds with your family, create the impact. I deserve to make copious amounts of money, and I know that it's here, and I know that it's coming, and I know that there's more, because I know the life that I get to choose to live, which is a life that is fulfilling and nourishing and that touches people all over the world. And so money is one way, one modality for me to be able to show up in this way, to be able to give more, to be able to feel nourished. Because the more, like, I just think about self-care, like I'm giving myself a massage tomorrow, like I'm really getting in these practices of like, there's things that I get to pay for in order to nourish myself so that I can then open up the energetic capacity and availability within my being to be able to hold it all. And I can assure you, this is the first time in my life that I am waking up at 5 a.m. without an alarm clock, going to bed at 9 a.m., having no desire to touch my phone in the mornings, to like see what everybody else is doing and to be connected to all this stuff and to feel like I need to watch this video because it's going to unlock something in me, and to feel like I need to go to the gym every day and be so hard on myself and eat this regimented meal, right? It's like, no, I am following the nourishment, and money is to me an opportunity to replenish, because it creates safety, it creates a solid foundation. I think about the money that I generated for my backyard, my $30,000 backyard that took 3 years from inception of the idea to then the design, the dream, the feeling. I would sit out there and I would meditate and I would visualize and I would really feel like, what is this space going to do for me? How am I going to feel in this space? What is it going to offer me? What is it going to give me and my family? What is it going to give my dog? What is it going to give me? What is it going to give Chad? The quality of life. And what did I do? I created an opportunity to generate that abundance, to be able to give that gift to myself because it was meaningful to me. Yes, was it an investment? Absolutely. During COVID and contractors and waiting and materials and supplies and all of the things, all of the moving parts, it was all worth it. And in the entire time, I was in the joy and I was in the excitement and I was just feeling like, oh my gosh, I just know how nourishing this is going to feel. And I didn't even actually understand the full capacity of what my backyard renovation was, which was the ability for me to completely detach from devices and all of the energetics from the work that I do and the serving and the people. And it actually created this almost like vortexy sanctuary for me to like ground back in, like connect to the earth, connect to my guides, receive the nourishment, receive the replenishment, to feel that felt experience of what it feels like to be in this body at this time, in this present moment. It has completely changed my life. And it's only been a few weeks. And so I really just like, I'm in this like calling forward energy that, can we just accept ourselves for who we are and stop beating ourselves up and stop creating separation? I'm only spiritual here, or I'm only a mom here, or I'm only a wife here, or I'm only this in this environment. No, we are all of it. We are whole. This is our being. So ritual to me is not any different than cooking a meal or doing the dishes. It's all sacred. It's all an opportunity for me to be relational with myself, with people, to connect. And I'm feeling really fired up about this, because can we stop telling ourselves the story that like, oh, I don't need that. I don't want money. I don't want this. That's okay if that's true, but is that really true? Or is that you creating more separation and keeping you from actually living your dreams? Being able to serve more, to show up more. So I think I'll stop it there. So the high practice of, this is what I'll leave you with, is where are we creating separation? Where are we showing up as one way with our children, another way with our husband, another way with our clients, another way with our colleagues, another way with ourselves? And can we really create unity in all of that? And with that is, our bodies are the bridge between heaven and earth. We are here to incarnate that divinity, our purpose, what our higher self came here to do. And with that, it is in a materialized form, right? Like tangible things are a part of the manifestation process, are a part of the co-creation process. And so it's really important that we stop telling ourselves the story that it's not what we desire, or we're not worthy of it, or artists or yogis or healers or Christians don't need money or don't want to have money, or money is bad, or money is evil. Money is the root of all evil. It's a piece of paper that allows for an energetic exchange of something that creates safety, nourishment, fulfillment, meets our desires. That's simply it. So it's generally our relationship to money that is generally what's creating the separation, not the money itself. And we can use money, you can replace that with any word. So with that, I feel complete. Thank you for listening. Perhaps we'll talk about this on Tuesday's workshop, Moving in Miracles, right? Because this is it. This is the radical trust. This is the generating abundance. This is connecting with our soul's purpose. This is embodying like you. And you get to call in whatever amount of money you desire. It's absolutely possible. And this is the time to do it because I can feel the frequency shifting. The timeline has shifted. The paradigm has shifted. It is here and it is now. It is up to us to claim it. I love you. Thank you for listening. This may ruffle some feathers, and it's an opportunity to get curious about what's underneath that. Mwah.